You don't talk
Bro,
about
you're a
Garcia
punching
like
bag,
that, Don.
man.
You don't talk about Garcia like
Don, you are like human punching bag. We need you, bro,
No, we just started, eh?
for our mental health.
Guys in the
punching
audience,
bag.
just for people listening, Don has a camp set up right now. He's got his blue tent. His ring light is a fire, a bonfire. He's dressed as
Like
Steve Irwin apparently because
Garcia
he's
didn't want
beige.
him to come to his trip to Philippines, so Don made his own boy there. Now he's camping outside Garcia's place. Like, yeah, man, I could join the trip too, bro. Please, I thought we were friends.
For context, I've got a blue screen behind me, but the way it's set up, the guys are like giving me shit saying it looks like some camping gear.
You're like at a Filipino party where it's raining and shit. So they put the top
Oh
out.
yeah. The blue top. Get the blue tarp
blue
out.
top. The famous blue top.
It doesn't really do anything. It just deflects the water somewhere else, and it still gets wet.
And then it just pulls on the inside, on the middle of the top, and then it starts to like, leak.
Oh man.
You guys are recording already, huh?
Yeah, we're recording already.
Yeah,
I
it's
want
pre-talk.
to be able to hear this shit, man.
You are like the Filipino Frank White going into the source of things, you know? Like
Yeah, you're
right
like
at the
finding shit
source,
out, you
bro.
know. We
You know,
speak
is it-
from.
Is it really like the way that we talk about it? You know?
I'm so intrigued,
Are we really
man.
telling the truth?
Garcia's like, we've been not telling lies.
Bro, I
All this
fucking
time
miss you
lied to
cunts,
everyone.
man. Like, there's so many shit that I want to tell you. Like,
Hey, do a Patreon next week. We'll
do a
save it
Patreon
for
one
that.
as well. But like,
Don't reckon it
Do
Yeah,
pe-
you want
hey,
to-
actually, I got questions. Do people know that you're a foreigner? Actually, pretty obvious, eh? Because you're speaking English. Unless you don't speak,
Kinda,
just pretend
well-
if you pretend you're deaf, then they won't know.
no, I think they know. I think straight up they know because I fucking
Even
I'm
without
just
you speaking, just how you carry yourself, maybe, or
I'm in my dickies and long socks, man. So they know.
so they don't wear dickies and long socks
No,
in the pills. If you had Chanellas,
I bet-
bro.
I bet you
I'm
fit.
now.
I bet you
Oh,
fit
okay.
right in at the Mexican joint spot, wearing the dickies and the long socks.
No, there's no Mexicans in there. I see on the way so I was walking to this OnlyFans place, right? I met this dude from the streets, like this homeless dude, and he was like, "Hey, homie," like he was just calling me out, and she was like, "You bang, bro?" Like, and I was like, "Bro, I'm not about that." Like, you just thought that I was like some dude there, right? But it turns out this guy was like, he was a mad gangbanger that got deported and stuff because they found like 25
Holy
keys
shit.
in his house. But he's like here in Phil's, and we were just
Far
talking and shit. But it was like, man, like, because he was like, "Hey, can you share us like
Should we
some-"
edit that out?
No, it's cool. I'm not gonna say names or whatever.
You probably get him in. It's like he's hiding, bro.
He gets
No,
indicted.
He's cool. He's just
Next day he gets arrested. It's like, I wonder what.
he's out here doing his thing, man. Like he's like
He's
a
like, I
tour
knew
guide
I should
at
have
night.
trusted him.
Yeah, no, hey. Fucking snitch. Nah,
You shouldn't
it's
ask
cool,
if you
though,
like. You like.
he's alright.
You shouldn't ask if you bang. You should ask you like, do you pod? Because if you do, you're gonna have to listen. Who won't talk to you at
I
all?
turned around and I'm wearing the podcast shirt. I was like,
That'd be mad though, right? If what's it called? There was like a gang for podcasters. Like, yo, you pod, homie.
oh, fuck.
They're just like, whoa. I ain't about that life, man. I ain't about that life. I just talk with my friends, but not record it.
What you say about my gang?
I'm just a normal human being with no microphones, no mics.
I don't
Talk
carry.
shit with my
I ain't
friends.
packing.
All the podcasters, they have like
I ain't packing.
they have the microphone like this in their pants. They lift
in
it
the
up,
front.
Like,
It's in the front.
like, yo,
You want me to talk? It's like, that's a threat. I'ma talk to you. I'ma
Talk your
to you.
shit. Talk your shit.
yo, my opinion
I'ma
about
talk
the
some shit.
government. This is.
Real militant like podcasters,
Yeah.
man. That's like that. They're like, yo,
battle
I
raps
really
without-
have to give you
without
my
rhymes.
opinion right now.
Fuck Andrew Tate.
That's hilarious.
And the gangs are depending on the type of ads that you have on your podcast. It's like, oh, are you a MeUndies guy? Are you like a Manscaped gang?
Manscaped gang.
Manscaped gang.
We move in this Manscaped right now. We pushing.
That's my territory. Manscaped. Freaking podcasters, bro.
Pushing
no
numbers.
one's got a
No
podcast,
one's
bro.
got pubes in this block.
Hey, wait,
That's a smooth criminal right there, bro.
you're smooth right now. Yeah,
Nice.
you know that stat
I like it.
stat you shared, Don? That tripped me out. That video
one?
that you put up on Insta about like, I don't know, some crazy number where like 90% of podcasts don't go past 20 episodes. So we're like
Yeah.
in the 1% or some shit.
I thought you'd be tripped
man.
out when I said it about like 200 episodes ago.
Did ya?
We had this conversation, bro.
I must have tuned
Yeah,
out, man.
like it was early on. Even I think episode 35 or something like that. Like where Raf was saying, because when I started the Roman Empire podcast, Raf
Oh, it
was
goes
like,
that far.
bro.
So that means
Ages
that's
ago.
like out of date. You're sharing like false
Yeah.
facts. It's probably
Well,
changed.
maybe it could be the same because like the amount of podcasters have like
You're a liar, bro.
Risen,
This is
you know?
old data.
It's old.
This is old data. This is so long ago.
It wasn't even about the stat. It was more about the sound and just it was more about the sound and sharing our memories.
Wait, you know why it stuck to me? Because Don put that narration voice guy and then like a flash of our videos. That's why it stuck,
Yeah.
Raph. When you said it, it went in my ear and then it left immediately, like most of the time. But that was like presented well, man. It had like an accent.
Yeah,
it
fuck
was
you.
like nice. I'm trying to make it better. It's like, yeah, fuck you, man.
Because I'm testing out different types of content is what I'm doing, and like finding different sounds and stuff like that, and then just adding in videos because that felt like a video that fit well for our 200 episodes or 200 plus episodes.
Oh yeah.
The inspirational content.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Trying different shit, you know.
What a Gary V guy.
You want to start the show? Let's start the show. Yo. Welcome to another episode of the Cheatcoders podcast. My name is Raf, and this is episode number 204? 204.
204.
204, and I am here with my
204.
usual suspects of the guy with the s'mores, with the marshmallows, with the sticks, with the camping hat on.
Kumbaya,
My lord.
kumbaya.
You idiots. I was gonna say I was eating a protein bar. It's not small flavor, but that would have been even better if it was a small
Yeah,
flavor.
he definitely has rations in there as well. He's got his protein bars and shit, bro.
Doing.
Got Don doing stuff.
It's cute,
What's
bro.
doing?
And all the way in Manila.
You're cute, bro.
Anyway, all the way in
Thanks,
Manila. Not vanilla. We got the beige. It's Christian without
Gorilla.
the H. We got
Bullshit.
Christian Garcia, Wild Thought himself, in the sauce.
Hey.
With the sauce.
In the motherland.
Yeah, man.
Hey.
How's the motherland doing, man? Still there?
Amazing, dude. It's great. It's great. I'll save it for later because let's introduce Nats first.
And
This
Mr.
has
Phil-
become a thing now.
Old habits.
It's a thing now.
Old habits die hard.
and,
It's become a thing
and
now.
Mr. 50 Shades of Grey himself. All
the other
way,
motherland.
coming from he chose his one phone call
Queen
to
Motherland.
do a podcast. All the
I'm
way
from the
up
other
there,
Queen Motherland.
the bandit with the
London
bandit with the bun
Penitentiary.
set is Nats Blazin'.
Thanks
Long
for
live the
introducing me,
king.
Raph.
Hey.
Long
Well,
live
yeah.
the king.
Hey,
Whoa,
welcome
whoa.
to the show. This is the first time we're doing a virtual podcast in a long time, so we're just
Yeah.
trying
Yeah,
this out.
man.
We've got 2 people overseas. Half of us are not in Australia and Sydney, so we decided to do this a bit virtually and see how that goes. If not, then me and Don will go back to the studio and forget the other guys. Don't worry about it. But we'll see.
I was laughing because when we're on the chat, I was like thinking, I'm like, if Garcia can't get onto the riverside, and then if Nats had a fire drill, it's just gonna be Raf and myself, and just be like, yeah. So
What's up?
yeah.
And then we'll realize that we just never talk. I'm just like, oh, we don't connect.
Because it's not. Is it awkward?
Why are we friends?
I'm only friends with you because of Garcia. This is weird. Right? Because you're the one to introduce Garcia to me.
I'm only friends with you because of Garcia. Wait, I met you first. What?
Oh, you're Garcia's mate.
You're Garcia's mate.
Wow.
Oh man.
Yeah, bro. We'll see how we go. Like, I think next week we might try and get a guest because I think that'd be cool for the content. Because we're gonna have a guest for
nice.
like 10 episodes, so we'll try and
Who's
lock
the
in a
guest?
guest.
Is it a surprise?
I have no idea. I will be surprised from
Oh,
you
we don't
as
actually
well,
know who the guest is. Okay, cool.
Wait,
It'll be a surprise for everybody.
Now we'll line it up. We'll figure it out. So every creative in Sydney right now, looking at DMs. If you don't get one, we don't care about you. If you do,
Wow.
joking, bro.
Wow.
I know, a freaking 100,000 followers on
Are you
TikTok.
looking
Bro,
to
we're
get
not
a guest that's in Sydney as well? Because if we're doing like remote, and we could probably get someone overseas as well.
Yeah, man, we can do it. Whatever.
That'd be
like,
cool.
From the Philippines.
Right now, it's kind of like an open challenge.
Keep them remote.
Like next week, we're gonna have a guest. We don't know who it is.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out from there.
It's a mystery guest.
I'm just gonna open the door, open the riverside.
Imagine
and
there's
see
no
who comes
guest.
in.
And Raph just
Yeah.
has a sock puppet, just like, hello. That's it.
That's when you know
He
it's
couldn't
the end
get
of the
anyone.
podcast. It's just like,
Couldn't get a guest. Hello.
but yeah, that's that's my info.
I like how
next
you
week.
asked me, Garcia. And
Huh?
I like how you asked me, but Raf's keeping it a surprise. He's keeping it a secret even from me.
Bro, I don't even know what's going on.
Who's going to be the guest? I don't know. It's going to be a surprise.
Hey, you know, we should like get our followers to bomb someone's comments for someone that we'd want to get on the show. Someone that's big,
that'd be awesome.
like Joker. You know what I mean? Like who people would think would be a good guest on the show, and then obviously we'll try and reach out to him and just see what happens.
Oh, bro,
That'd
I
be
mean,
cool.
people were
I
putting
don't
it in our comments on the TikTok comments.
I don't want to
Well,
hype
people
it up
do it
too
already.
much, bro. Let's not hype it
Yeah.
up too much. Let's not
I'm not
say the big
hyping it.
names.
I'm just saying I'm planting
And then
the
next
seeds,
week it's just
and
some
you
guy.
decide
It's like,
it's Rob from down the road, Mount Druitt Mall or something.
It's Nat from accounting. That's what
I'm gonna try and get one for a cultural, like a cultural reason, so we could like compare cultures and shit. That's my aim.
Oh, okay.
Someone from Sweden.
Non-Filipino.
Could be non-Filipino. It could be like if it's
Swedish.
Filipino, it's Filipino. You know, it's open as long as they're human.
What if they're alien, bro? Like,
Yeah, that's alienist.
that would be even awesome. Like even more awesome.
They're called
That'd be a
undocumented
dope guest, eh?
citizens, alright? Can't call them the A word.
All right, let's start our segment. So where are we going first? Are we going to go? All right, Don, how are you, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
You good, bro?
Nah, I'm not good. I'll tell you what. I realized something that
no, I'm telling you the truth. I'm pretty sad.
Bro,
I'm pretty sure.
Imagine this was in the podcast. It's like real life. I'm just like, oh shit, this guy, depressed.
I was thinking because I got sick again. I got sick again last week, and I just realized that I'm burnt out. That sort of thing. Like it's all of the stuff that I do. I'm doing so much stuff, and to be burnt out basically means, like, for the people that don't know, it means that you are trying to do too much, but you don't have enough time, or you don't have enough capacity to do that, and so you kind of aren't able to handle it mentally or emotionally or whatever physically. That's however that happens. But the other meaning of burnout that I know, and Garcia knows this as well, is like when you pull up the handbrake of your car and then you rev the shit out of the car so that the wheels spin.
That's on the front wheel drive.
On the front, right?
Yeah.
And then that's like so your car does a burnout, and it made me think, because I've only ever done that once, and apologies to my mate Anthony for firstly, thank you for letting me drive your Integra when I was learning how to drive manual. And also sorry for doing a burnout on your Integra Type R. But I remember doing that, and I thought to myself, I'm like, I'm an emotional hoon. Like in Australia, people who drive like crazy, do burnouts and all this shit, they call them hoons.
Yeah.
And for me, like, I'm an emotional hoon. I'm just like really, really careless with my mental state. I'm just I'm a hoon, and I feel like if there were police that kind of were, you know, they see me going a little too fast, or like, you know, doing a little too much mentally, or doing a little too much, that they should find me, so that I'm like, okay, I better slow down. I better like take it a little bit easy.
You see, bro,
you know what I mean?
Like, there's a therapist that's like following you and shit and pull you over, and he comes out and he looks like he's writing like a fine or whatever, but he's like, tell me about your mother.
It's a diagnosis.
Yeah.
Instead of the like,
you have anxiety.
The breath test, he has to look at like images. It's like, what do you see in this image?
This is a Rorschach test. Oh man.
Do you get like road rage really easy because you're emotional hoon?
Because you're doing an emotional burnout here. That's 3 depression points. I bet it's like a long weekend with double depression.
Double depression points.
I'm gonna find you, sertraline.
Bro, that's if you. That's.
Do you have any
dark,
idea
bro.
how many things you were doing just then? You have any idea? No, officer. I wasn't speeding.
Bit over the limit of depression.
Depression points.
DUI is depressed under the influence.
Depressed under.
Depression under the influence. That's depressing. I like it though.
Bro, you know,
That's depressing.
You know what I noticed? I'm like, you're really good at, you know, getting someone to forgive you, because you're using your burnout to apologize to someone that you had in the past that you did a burnout for. You know, like, you're like, oh, I am feeling so depressed. I am burnt out. Speaking of burnt out, remember the time I burnt out your car? I apologize. That's what I read out of your whole thing. I'm just like, whoa, you can't really hate the dude now because he's depressed.
Yeah, I know.
You can't be mad at him
The perfect time
for fucking
to
up your car.
apologize.
That's just what that is. That's, you know what that's called. That's called emotional blackmail. That's what that is.
That's what you're not an emotional hoon. You're an emotional con artist.
Emotional guilt trip.
That's how he does it.
Emotional guilt trip.
Emotional guilt trip, which is a lot of Filipino parents are. The guilt tripping
abusive.
is on another level.
That's abuse.
It's like,
It's a
oh,
weapon,
man,
bro.
I'm so burnt out right now. You know what would be nice? A blowjob.
Yeah. You know, you can segue that easy, bro. It's like, fuck, bro.
Oh my God.
I'm very right now. I lost I'm unemployed right now. I got no job. You know what type of job that I want?
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's a lot of jobs. Well, not many. A
That's it,
couple.
bro. Like, you gotta
You can probably get two, maybe 3 max.
3.
Oh, man.
What are the 3 jobs?
3 and
3,
2.
4.
3 jobs. Wow, this guy's
There's a lot
working
of
really hard. Shout out
I'm working
to
4 jobs right now.
You just need to stay
That's why
really
I'm burnt
hydrated.
out.
That's all. You just need to be.
That's why you burnt out, man. Doing too many jobs.
Too many jobs, bro. You
Doing
gotta
too
pull
many
back on the
jobs,
work,
dog.
bro.
Too many jobs.
Yeah,
not drinking
too many
enough
jobs,
water.
man. That's why them depression points be piling up. You're gonna lose your license.
Bro.
I don't even know where this is anymore.
Depression
man.
points, bro. Like, it gets dark. If you lose all the depression points, you lose your license
Oh,
too.
no. You lost all your points. You're out.
You're out.
You're
Can't
out.
drive anymore. let's see the analogy away from that, eh?
No, that's too much. No,
you
you
get
get
a point,
you
Ralph.
eventually
Like,
get your
we gotta
license
listen
back. You get your license back. It's only if you go too far, then you never get your license back. But you know, you just get 1 year off probation. You go to jail.
But yeah, hopefully, Don doing stuff is gonna do well soon.
Why is it? Do you think you get burnt out because you do a lot of stuff? Don't worry, that was a dumb question. We already know you do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we already made the joke of too many jobs.
Yeah,
I think we've talked about this before, Nats, where like I get super productive and hyper like focused on so many things, and then I overestimate myself to the point where I'm like, okay, yeah, I can do 10 of these things all at once, and then I try to do all of those 10 things, and then I'm only able to really do maybe 3 or 4 jobs max.
And you know what that does to you, though? You know what that does to you? Those 3-4 jobs, they're never good enough. But the fact is, you still accomplish things, but you don't feel good about them. That's why my thing, like I told you this before, my thing is do less things. So when you tick it off, you're like, fuck, I killed it. This is like, it doesn't matter if it's 2 things, and then bang, you've done them, and you feel good. Like you've at least you've done what you came to do, and you can stop and celebrate yourself a bit.
I've been thinking about this because it's like an ongoing thing as well. Like with me being on a break now, I think Don, you need a break, but a proper break, because I know you go on like weekends away and doing.
You need
whatever.
A job.
No. Like just where you're not thinking about shit. Like you like a proper break. You know what I mean? Because like you're not having to worry about scheduling your itinerary while you're on holiday, because that's still you worrying about shit. You know what I mean? Just straight up, I think you just
and you know
really
what,
need
Don,
to
as well?
go to Thailand to train, and that's it.
Yeah, and train.
Bro, I got the best resolution. I got the best way to solve your problem, Don.
All right, here we go.
Don, it dawned on us. It was foreshadowed at the beginning of the podcast.
Oh no!
I think you should actually go camping.
Oh shit! Yeah, legit.
Yo, you should make your own Burning Man.
No joke. I think that might help you, bro.
Yeah, you need to do your own Burning Man, where like life gets simple, and then you just trade things, like trade trees for rocks, or like chop wood.
Bro,
go back
when
to the
life
basics.
makes you burnt out, make your own Burning Man.
And you
my own fire festival.
Burn away the stuff that's burning you out.
Burning Man.
So I think you should go camping, bro. I think that's the way to go. Like,
and then,
be disconnected from everything.
Dance to Usher's "Let It Burn" while you were burning shit.
Yeah.
So wait. He's a Burning Man. He's dancing to "Let It Burn" while getting a job.
Shout out to April Lim.
and then I'll also grow my sideburns as well, just to.
Wow, this is a quadruple burn episode,
bro. And eat some Indian food so you can burn your ass as well. So
wow,
oh man, straight up some Indian food there. So
wow, 2 on the nose. Well, yeah, man. I think.
Now, Garcia, what were you gonna say?
I can't. I'll leave it till later.
Patreon.
Bro, Garcia is not going to say shit.
Setting.
He's just leaving everything till later, bro. It'll be the end of the podcast, and he's just like,
you know what? So Garcia called me earlier, and like, there's just so much I know he wants to tell us. There's just
excited.
so much
like
pent up excitement there. He's just like, bro, this, and then this, and then this. That's So you got to tune into the Patreon episode if you want to hear some of that stuff.
I'll tell you now. Just like one of the things I want to tell you just right now. I didn't realize.
I was trying to plug the Patreon.
There's plenty of content.
Here's a glimpse of the Patreon.
But I didn't realize. Like, so the whole getting noticed thing or whatever. Like, I know you got noticed today, Don, at the airport. But this is all like in Sydney. And I didn't think that, Philippines and stuff, I didn't really think, unless I knew them already coming here, I didn't think I'd actually come across someone. And on Saturday night, before I passed out at the club, turns out that this person had been watching like the full episodes, not just the TikToks and stuff. Actually legit, listen to full episodes, like, since they were like in quarantine. And I just wanted to
like
shout
a group
out
of people, or
Okay.
was it? Oh, so, yeah. Go on.
Yeah, so I just wanted to shout out. Her name's Loka, who she's a fan of the show, and she's also
nice.
one of the ones that I think helped me get back to my Airbnb because I was passed out, and she
Wow.
she's really
wow,
into like, well, first she was like, hey, is Don single or whatever? Because she goes, I would have gone for Raph, but I know he's married.
Yo,
Bullshit.
Raph is never gonna let that like
When I heard that, I was
just
like,
made his
I
day.
gotta tell these boys.
you can't really tell because his lighting's purple, but Raph is blushing.
Yeah,
a little
man.
bit. You can see
Well, he's
like he's
saying
blushing.
he's like,
a
That's
little
why I
bit.
wear the red hat, just to keep away from
Can't go for
you
the
know.
other two because they're taken
Strapped.
and stuff. And I was thinking, like, I'm not even gonna say anything. Just, yeah, Don's single.
And apparently going camping and needed with some help.
Hey,
yeah, he
maybe
needs
you all can
to
go camping
find
together.
himself.
Start your own Burning Man.
You're gonna get me in trouble, man. You're gonna get me in trouble.
Don's girlfriend with the timestamp.
We always treat Don like he's single, even though he's not. It's been a while.
That was the thing.
When we still-
That was the thing for a while though. Like early on in the show, it was like I was the single dude.
I really hope
Yeah, I
we didn't
think
bully you
that's
into
it.
a relationship.
No,
I feel like maybe we did. He's like, I'm
You
gonna put
bully
an
me
end
into
to
a
this.
relationship.
I'm gonna find a girlfriend and they're gonna stop. We kept going.
You guys keep teasing me because I'm single.
You still
Yo,
keep teasing
can we
me.
talk about your what Nat's dad told?
What was that?
So we had before they left, before Nats went back to the UK and before Garcia went to Manila.
The Philippines.
There was a party for the twins. It was the twins' birthday,
Yep.
as well as Nat's your mum's birthday as well.
Yeah.
Except she
Shout
didn't
outs.
really want to celebrate it. She was just like, "Oh,
She
it's for
did.
the girls. It's for the girls."
Nah, she says that, but she loved it.
The cake on
Anyway,
the table
like-
says otherwise.
So I rocked up to the party, and your dad was out front. He was just kind of greeting people, and
He was
I walked
doing
in,
the
and he's
Philo dad
like,
thing.
the first thing he says to me, he's like, "Oh, I noticed that you come here with no company," and like,
Did
I'm like, "Whoa!" I'm like, "Bro." I was gonna say like it's her mom's birthday today. I didn't want to. She's out with her mom.
I noticed.
I noticed you don't have anybody with you. You're lonely.
I noticed, Don.
That's what he basically
I
said.
noticed you never
What
get your dick wet.
You never know. He could have given you a compliment. Like it's either he says you're lonely or you're a playboy. It's the one of the other. It's like I noticed
you
that
never
you
know.
are
What was
lonely,
it- what-
or I
what-
noticed that
what
you
did
are
he
a
like?
playboy.
I don't know. I feel like it's the first one, man.
I feel like it's the first one too.
Like
Alright,
just
bro,
knowing
I'm
my
trying
dad.
to boost your
I don't
confidence,
know.
bro. I heard that you burnt out. You know, I'm just trying to help. I know, bro.
Just trying to fan
Heard
the
that you
flames.
burnt out and you burnt out your mate's car.
Well, yeah, man. Like, I just love the true honesty of like titos and titas, right? Like they're just
can't believe you
super
said
honest
that.
about
That's
everything. That's why that's why everything is like toxic. But at the same time, life will throw you something, a curveball, and then give you words
Yeah.
of wisdom from the titas
Look-
and titos.
For
Hey,
a
controversial
disclaimer
point.
as well. Nah, go.
Oh, and I was gonna say, do you think there's a lot of stop the toxicity with Filipinos and stuff. Like I guess with you see some content about that. But do you reckon that's sort of what makes us Filipino? Like that's what made us who we are?
Bro, bro.
I mean, that's what made our podcast.
If Filipinos, as you said, if Filipinos weren't toxic and families weren't toxic, then we had nothing to talk about, bro.
Yeah, we'd be screwed, man. We wouldn't be who we are, guys. Look at us. We laugh at depression. Yeah,
but that's I mean, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make light. We're trying to make light of those things, right?
It's like part of our thing. We should be somewhat a little toxic too.
My logic is like,
So our future, kids could have a podcast to talk about.
Just a little trauma. Just add a little trauma in there.
Let's perpetuate the art. So let's perpetuate the trauma.
Because my kids aren't gonna have a podcast if we just, raise them too well.
What are they going to talk about? Dad treated us really, really well. End of episode.
We lived happily ever after.
Good. All right, and that was another episode of Spoiled as Fuck. Loving Parents.
That's an episode of Loving Parents.
Loving Parents. Oh, man.
Bro. Yeah, man.
For a disclaimer as well, I just want to say, like, Nats's dad didn't mean any kind of malice by it. He was just kind of calling out an observation. And what Filipino parents and what a lot of Asian people do, they just call out an observation. They don't mean anything by it.
Yeah.
But it's the way that I took it. That I was like, whoa.
We always have this metaphor of using lechon as a metaphor. So let's use lechon for this metaphor. So life as a Filipino is a lechon. You know?
Oh, no.
You can eat the good things, but there's always going to be the toxic,
bad shit.
The toxic thing
That's
that is bad for you. But without it, it's not a lechon. You know? It doesn't make a lechon without the toxic and the bad stuff.
Yeah.
So every life needs a fatty skin. Every life needs the bar. Every life needs someone to call you the bar.
That's the good part too. I love it.
Yeah.
It's the good part, right?
It makes you
it makes it what it is.
Yeah, trauma. I love it.
But too much of it will kill you. Just the right amount of of fat, then you're living in heaven. Bro.
I don't know if
too
I like
much
this
you
analogy,
go to heaven. But that's what Filipino life is, right? A lechon.
What?
The lechon life. So,
all those leftovers too that you decide not to cut away because you think it's too toxic, you can turn into lechon paksil.
That's it, bro. If life gives you lechon, makes it a paksil. You gotta let everyone.
Paksil.
You gotta lechon live your life. B.
Lechon your life. You gotta lechon your life.
Lechon self live your life.
Lechon self.
Lechon live your best life.
Dude, that's like the worst type of ad. That's like the same on par with cigarette ads. Smoke daily.
You need to
so
let
bad
go
for
and
you.
let
So bad for you. Let go and lechon. And then the next scene is just like a cemetery.
Lechon be, lechon be.
It's like feeling off. Lechon.
It's the new Let's Go, bro.
Lechon.
Lechon.
Lechon, let's go.
Lechon.
Lechon. That's it, bro. If you understand that metaphor, then you'll understand life, bro. So a little toxic is good, but too much might fuck the future.
Don't be afraid to show your talents. Let your light shine brightly.
Let your light bright.
Let your shine bright.
That was dumb. Oh man.
See, man, lechon can be sexy and lechon could be wisdom.
Oh man. Lechon.
Lechon, live your life.
Lechon. We just like all the marketing managers in the Philippines are like taking notes right now. Like, oh, how do we market?
Get it.
I can't wait for the next
These
Amazon
guys are
ad.
nuggets. Holy man, they
listening
fucked
to
up,
this.
eh?
All right, let's go to the next segment. You want to go to Wild? There's only one segment. You want to go to with the Wild
Should we
Thought?
go to
Let's go with it.
which segment? Oh yeah, let's go Wild Thought.
Let's go Wild Thought. It wasn't really like a particular thought. It was just kind of like
I don't think he had time to think, bro.
No. I do have a wild thought. All right, I have one wild thought, and I mean, this is not sexy at all, but you know how we would talk about traffic and stuff, Philippines, because it's the very first thing that I experienced when I got here, and no joke, like the plane landed, and you know how you're supposed to go to the terminal so everyone can get out of the plane. Mm-hmm. We were still on the runway for like maybe 20 minutes, and then the captain goes like, sorry, it's probably going to be another 15-20 minutes. There's just traffic on the terminal. And I'm thinking, I haven't even got out of the fucking plane yet, and there's traffic.
The planes of traffic. That's wild.
You see a flying tricycle.
It's the Harry Potter.
Meep.
And a jeepney that's just flying and everyone's just on top of it. It's just a plane with people on top of it.
No, but the driving in the Philippines and stuff, or like the traffic, it stresses me the fuck out, right? Because you guys know that I'm trying to get to become a driving instructor. So it's stressful watching, you know, like people kind of, it looks like you're about to hit each other and shit, but they never do. And
it's all precision.
What I gathered from that was the amount of attention that people here in Philippines pay when they're behind the wheel is exactly what we need in Australia. So that's something that I'm definitely going to incorporate into my curriculum when I'm teaching people, because it's like they really need to, if they don't pay that much attention, then everything falls apart.
Bro,
but the reason that everyone's able to get through each other is because they care about
driving
the other cars and not just themselves. Whereas when we're in Australia, I was thinking about what you're doing is right, and if ever there's an accident, it's like, well, it was my right of way. You see, even the language it's my right.
It's very entitled. Kind of it's very entitled.
But with Philippines, it's like, okay, if someone's going to merge, he's going to merge. You know you have to stop. You know what I mean? It's not but it's my right of way. It's not, dude. If you try putting that shit, you're both going to crash.
Yeah.
So everyone's thinking about each other, and that's why there's no fucking...
Bro, you should name
is there road rage there, or do people
just
accept it? Like, do people getting angry in the cars? Because it feels like it's just like they accept it. So if you get cut off, there's no reason to be pissed off. It's like, you know what? I've been cutting off.
The tolerance is much higher.
Yeah.
It's like everyone's kind of in the pool of like, well, we're all in the same like traffic jam. So there's really no point in getting angry at this shit if I get cut off. You know?
Yeah, it's like here in Sydney, if somebody cuts you off, immediately you're gonna fly off the handle and be like
I can imagine Don, because he's an emotional hoon. Bro, Don would probably have a couple emotional breakdowns in the Philippines.
Do you get emotional when you drive down? Like road rage?
Garcia,
if I was driving in the Philippines, that's why I don't drive in the Philippines ever.
But Christian, you should name your driving lessons, your business, call it the Karate Kid. Because you can be the Mr. Miyagi. You're the Mr. Miyagi of these future drivers, bro. You're dropping all this wisdom, bro. And
you should wear a
headband. Nothing
literally
to do with the car. You have to be Filipino. You have to be here's your first lesson. Wallace the floor.
He makes him wash the car.
Yeah,
he waxes the car.
Wax on, wax off. How's this gonna help me drive?
It will, bro. Trust me.
It will. Trust me.
Wax on, wax off. And then he's driving the car like this. Is like,
He's turning this way.
It makes sense. That's hilarious, man.
But if we were gonna think of a wild thought, like something that's actually like a bit more sexy or whatever. We were talking about this shit last night, right? But you know how nowadays it's constantly like, hey, step bro or whatever. Like I'm stuck in the fucking
wherever
the
washing machine.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
But like there's like a Filipino spin to it, because then it'd be like, I mean, the stepbrother thing's still gonna happen no matter where the fuck you are, right? But then over here we don't have washing machines and dryers like we got the supplies and stuff, so that's not gonna work. But I figure
you get caught up in the Burning Man, and you're like on an even playing field as everyone else, because no money is involved.
No.
Yeah. I mean, I'll try it. Maybe I'll go camping, but we'll see how it goes. Hey, Garcia's back.
The wildest of thoughts.
What happened, bro?
Unbelievable.
What happened?
No, the app just shut down.
Oh,
that's all good. But we're still recording anyway, so we can.
I mean, we can just keep going. Actually,
what were you saying about Step Brothers? Love that movie.
Oh yeah, the stepbrother one.
So much room for activities.
With the Filipino one, right? There's because we don't have the dryers and stuff over here. You know, we hang clothes on the line, so it's not as authentic. But I figure what would make like Filipino porn more authentic, instead of going, hey stepbrother, and then they mano, and then it's like that makes it real now. And they mano each other.
What?
Just to set it like off the edge, you know. Like it's good. Hang on, like, hey, step kuya, mano, and then they fuck. And then there's like, bro, that's definitely Filipino for sure.
Oh my god,
bro!
Just to put the culture in there, right? Just to like make it culturally Filipino.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's a fetish.
Yeah, because I've never been into a Filipino household with a fucking dish, like a dryer, like. We all hang clothes, man. We don't do dryers.
You know what I've seen in some cultures. They hang up the clothes while they're still wet, and then they hit it with something to help dry it. I think that's where you were going. I think that's where you were going. What are you doing, step bro?
Yeah,
I want to ask you guys. I want to ask you guys a question, and I want you guys to answer honestly. Have you ever got out of the Kuya Zone?
What do you mean, got out of the Kuya Zone?
Yeah.
It's like the French. Are you still in it? I mean, like in your past life, because everyone's in a relationship right now. Because instead of getting, when you're trying to get with a person, right, a woman, then you get kuyad out of nowhere, and then that's the Kuya Zone. Like that means you have no shot. That's like friend zone times 10.
I have Kuya zoned people.
You have Kuya zoned. You Kuya zoned. Who's hitting on you? Shit.
Kuya zoned people.
I'm confused. How does that work?
Don Kuya zone, like all the Kuyas.
All the Kuyas. This Kuya was hitting on me. I was like, bro, Kuya, no Kuya. What are you doing, step Kuya? No,
you're not my Kuya.
Actual Kuyas.
Oh man, I don't know if I can tell that story. I'll tell them on Patreon. Subscribe to our Patreon. Patreon.com/the Cheatcoders. And I'll tell that story.
God damn it. I'm going to cancel the Patreon so I can get some honesty out of you guys. Shit.
Save all the...
Need some content for the weeklies, bro. But has anyone else got that out of the Kuya Zone? Or is it like once you're in the zone, you're stuck in it forever? It's a vortex. Is this the case?
I think I've ever gone out. No. I think it's very hard. I don't think I've been in it in a because it's different. Like if you're going out, like getting kuyad, like in a first instance, like you're at a club or something and you get kuyad, like someone you've just met like a minute ago. I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's not too. That doesn't really affect me too much. But I don't think like someone I'm pursuing and I've known for a while. I don't think I've been in that position, to be honest. To be kuyad. Nice.
So you never been, but you've been friend zone.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Same shit, isn't it?
I want to hear Garcia's story. Garcia got out of the Kuya Zone.
Yeah, can you share?
Nat said yes 5 times. He was oh, so you've been friend zoned? Yeah, no, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, definitely, yeah.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, Garcia, have you been out of the Kuya Zone?
How did you escape, bro?
Yeah. No, but
I don't get it. What's the Kuya? What's the differentiation with Kuya and friend zone?
It's just friend zone, but like you're Filipino.
Yeah, but it's like someone calling you like
call you
a
Kuya,
brother. They make you family. that's how that means you have no shot.
Gotcha.
Because even with the friend zone, you can get out of the friend zone easy. But once you become family,
yeah, that's like some stepbrother shit, you know.
Unless like some Vin Diesel stuff, man.
And then you mono each other before you fuck.
Yeah,
I think that's the beginning of the stepbrother stepsister thing, because everyone just like sistered everyone and Kuya'd everyone that they're like, you know what, we're just gonna make we're just gonna turn it into a category.
We're not gonna stop fucking.
Just because you're cool, just because you brothered me doesn't mean it's the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anything, porn has told us step siblings just fuck a lot.
That's where you need to be.
Honestly, like, you know what? I think they recorded one, and then it became like really popular, and it went viral, and so they were like, "Oh, this is doing well. Let's make some more." Yeah. It was just like
it just got out of hand.
A result of the algorithm, basically.
The algorithm created it. Love it.
The algorithm created it.
But yeah, Garcia, tell us about your.
He doesn't want to tell us.
Yeah, tell us.
He's going to tell us on Patreon.
I need to know.
Oh no, it's just that.
Listen to it on the Patreon. Go on,
I think it's like over time, everybody reaches this age where everyone's pretty much the same. You know what I mean? So say girls like on their early 20s, right? And then I would have been like maybe like 29, 30 or whatever. Obviously, it's like a queer thing. Once she hits 25, 26, and it becomes like we're pretty much in that same wavelength of thing, and then that goes away.
So you're Leonardo DiCaprioing them, basically.
Man, he's just putting him on lay-by. That's what I'm hearing.
Bro.
Oh my god.
21? I'll wait till a couple years.
When she stops saying Kuya, it's like, I don't even want to do it anymore.
That's the kink, right? You're like, what?
Oh,
but I am your Kuya.
It's like, it's like, after all this time of calling me Kuya, this significant moment, you don't?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's funny.
How you going today, Christian? They're like, we should see other people.
That's messed up.
You disrespectful bitch.
Follow me
now.
Oh my god.
Get this blessing.
Oh no. What got dark?
Like what did the hand say to the face? Mano.
Oh man.
Jesus.
I had a list of topics, but we never touched any of them. But
hit up one. Russian roulette.
Let's hit up one. All right, I want to talk about the time I dressed up as Peppa Pig.
What?
Wait, what?
So it was my niece's birthday, right? So the theme was kind of like Peppa Pig theme everywhere. So this is my niece's birthday, right? And they couldn't find anyone to dress up inside the big costume of Peppa Pig. So they hired out a costume Peppa Pig, and they were going to get a family member to do it. But no one wanted to do it, so I did it. I dressed up as Peppa Pig.
MVP.
You know, if no one's going to do it, you know, I might as well just get to the plate. Dressed up as Peppa Pig. And then,
most valuable Peppa Pig.
Bro,
MPP.
I'm telling you now, I scared the children. But I felt like a piece of meat. Because this is a Filipino party, bro.
Was everyone grabbing you?
You know, like this didn't even cross my mind. This situation that I'm in now, where I'm sitting in the backyard, walking around, dressing up as Peppa Pig, and then all the titos calling me lechon and chasing me with Mang Tomas.
Bruh.
I felt like
the kids are going
harassed, bro.
The kids are singing Peppa Pig, and then all the titos are like Peppa Paxil.
They're like,
But he's spanking your ass.
bro. There it is. I walked up. The first thing I heard was, "Oi, Lechon's here. The Lechon's here." And I'm like, "Oh, bro, this is not going to be turning out well." And then I was walking around, and the amount of times I heard people yelling out, "Ooh, Lechon, is this Kowali?" I'm just like, "Ooh."
That's how how women feel all the time.
I know. I felt like a piece of meat, literally.
Yeah, getting objectified.
I felt like, because we talked about Lechon being sexy, right? That's one of our previous things.
That was too sexy.
But then me being
Did
inside,
you feel sexy though?
bro, I was a
Yeah, did you
Lechon
feel
with a
sexy?
dress, bro. Like it just didn't work, you know. Like, but you know, I didn't. The kids weren't
Hang on.
happy, but I made the
Hold,
titos and titas were really happy. So you know,
Hold
it's
on.
all
pause for a second. Is there a photo of this? Because we
Yeah,
all want to
where
see
is
it.
this?
We all want to
I don't
see
know
it.
where it is because I don't have it. I don't even take a picture of myself.
How,
Like,
how long ago? How long
I
ago?
could look it.
Was this a
Oh,
couple
it's
years
my niece's
ago?
birthday, so she's like 6 now. So it's within the last, or she's 7 right
That was
now.
last week.
Within the last 7 years.
No, well,
That's
for
why.
any of the listeners that do want to see this photo, you got to subscribe to Raf's pamampailan.com /
That's the kink. He
Peppa-
just dresses as
Peppa
Peppa
Pig.
Pig.
Bro, I think that I think that is a fetish. So we'll just stay away from that. I want to be me and be comfortable in my own costume skin.
Be comfortable in your own crispy skin.
Because when you dress up as Peppa Pig, he's like, "Oh, the kid's gonna love me," and I walk out, and then Otito's like, "Oh, it's a Lechon is here." I'm just like, "Oh no, I want like this for the next half an hour." Shit.
That's like me going to the gym to try to impress the women, and then like all of a sudden all the dudes are like, "Bro, yo, I'm looking massive, bro." I'm like, oh man,
I literally felt
Backfire.
tongs on my arm, bro.
That backfired
I literally
to you.
someone pinched tongs on my arm while I was dressed as Peppa Pig, bro.
Ooh, set up the man.
we all want to see. We all want to see a photo of this.
And they see this
Anybody,
Peppa Pig.
Raf's family,
Oh,
please send
man.
us a photo.
But yeah,
Or Jumo,
obviously
do your
got
work.
scarred from
Jumo's gonna
Oh, yeah, Jumo.
Photoshop his face
Draw a
onto
Raf
a
Pep-
Peppa
I
Pig.
just wanted to
Peppa
bring.
Pig.
I brought up this story because I just want to warn anyone that wants to have a Filipino party and have a
Dress up as
theme
Peppa
of
Pig.
Peppa Pig. You gotta think twice because it's not good.
Think twice.
Would you call that being objectified?
Bro, hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna
Look,
say.
100%.
But like not sexual though, is
Oh,
it?
then it's some thought. It's some
felt
sort
like
of
it.
way of making you happy.
It's still some sort of harassment
Yeah,
though, still, right?
Bro,
Yeah.
he had tongs. Someone put tongs to his arm. Yes, of course it's harassment.
Really, like you know, like you,
Someone be like, "Hey, give me some of that. Give me some of that."
Oh,
Peppa."
wait,
because I
hang
can
on,
only see
so
through the mouth
Raph
of the
didn't like it
the helmet,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And then all I see from a distance, because this is my vision, all I see is some guy like holding a Mang Tomas like this.
It's so creepy, bro.
Oh my god!
This is like fucking rub it on you and shit. Oh, you missed
I
a spot.
left and I
You
heard
missed
someone
a spot.
saying, "Hurry up! We need him for the Paxil." I was like, "Come on, God." I understand. I'm never dressing up as Peppa Pig if there's Filipinos around. I'm never
That's why
gonna
we
do
didn't. That's why we
probably
didn't
why,
record on the Sunday.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Raph was busy getting harassed by titos.
You know what? I understand.
Was that this weekend?
No, it's way back.
That was
Way
years
back.
ago.
I'm never gonna dress up.
He's finally dealt with the trauma of it all. Now he can talk about it.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be my Halloween costume. We're just gonna be like, you know what? This is me. This is me. Oh,
It's Raph dressed as Peppa Pig, and then he's trailed by like 10 really hungry looking titos.
Brr.
One
Oh
has
my
like
God.
a butcher's knife, and one like
That's
a
a horror
fork,
film.
and the other one's Mang Tomas.
I'm gonna do one of those videos, bro. You know those videos where women put like a camera on their chest or something, and they walk down the street,
Yeah, yeah.
and
And then they'll
they
count
count
how many
people.
people.
I'm gonna walk down
No, Rap
Blacktown.
just walks through Blacktown.
I'm gonna walk through Blacktown as Peppa
Yeah.
Pig, and see how many Filipinos look at me with the seedy eyes.
Look at these Filipinos harassing me. grabbing my junk, my crispy skin.
Sarap ng Peppa Pig, ah.
I got my Tomas 5 times in the ass.
It doesn't help that my name's Peppa Pig. Like, you're putting ingredients in my name? What the fuck?
More pepper.
It's like a squid. It's like a squid being called salt and pepper squid. You know, like
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
Well, yeah, I wanted to bring that up.
Hey, you reckon a Peppa Pig costume would be pretty hot at a strip club? Reckon that would work?
Yo, bro, you never know. It could be someone's fetish. You know. It's just a helmet, but like a bikini body and
those
shit.
Titos, bro. Those Titos would be down.
Bro,
Oh, they would
have so many
all over that
conflicting
pig.
emotions. They'd be like, I'm hungry and horny at the same time. What do I do?
Yeah, because I was
Nah.
thinking of that's what I was thinking of that Twin Peaks with the mixing the food with the ladies. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Every time I think of like food and sex, there's this episode of Seinfeld where George Costanza is like he finds that he has sex better or he enjoys it more when he eats. So he's having sex with this woman and then he goes to his dresser drawer, pulls out a sandwich.
He's got a sandwich. Yeah.
Sandwich, and then he goes
remember
back in.
Hey, bro. Whatever makes
man.
it work, it works, man.
Yeah.
That's his thing, man.
We're not kink
Yeah.
shaming. We're not kink
Nah,
shaming.
bro.
It's just whatever
Never
floats
like
your
kink
boat.
shaming, like, you know, like anything can be a kink now. So like, we're not just shame anyone unless it's
Yeah,
fucked
so
up.
Yep.
if you're into Peppa Pig, as long as you're not like
Peppa
around
Pigs,
kids, then it's fine, man.
Step siblings, anything goes.
Peppa Pig.
As long as
Peppa Pig
as
in
long
a
as you're
strip
safe.
club, he gets vomit on. He's like, oh, not that suka. Oh, not that one.
Nah.
Wrong one.
Fucking suka boy.
Wrong suka. Ah man, I always wondered why they have the same word for two different things.
Because they like,
What do you
mean?
they like making jokes, man. Like,
It's 3 different
Oh,
things.
it's pronounced different, right? Suka. Oh no, it's the same.
No,
Suka.
it's pronounced exactly the
Suka.
same.
Suka.
We got the vinegar, we've got the
Suka.
vomit,
Suka.
and then the other one is like the European football.
I knew it was there, but then it's still I was like, oh, what's he saying? Yeah, there it is. Got me anyway.
I was like, wait, what's the third one?
FIFA pig.
oh man.
Ah, FIFA pig. Nice with suka.
You're an idiot, Christian. Man.
That is a completely valid joke to say where I am.
I love it, bro.
It's a great joke. I love it.
Is anyone else anything you want? Like, I got a list. Like, we could talk about.
Nats, do you have any that's interesting? No.
Yeah, do you have anything you want to point out?
Oh shit, no, I never prepare, guys. I never prepare. I'm hungry. That's all.
Can I just shout someone out? That's like, I'm just really
Yeah,
appreciative
do it.
of this, because I got to meet Mikhail yesterday, right?
Shout out.
And,
Oh yeah.
bro, she's so cool, man. Like, so we went to check out a cafe out in Quezon City, and just mentioning stuff like, you know, the fact that I was born there at a hospital, which was maybe like 20 minutes away from where we were having lunch. And I was telling her that, you know, my childhood home is at Quezon City as well, which is maybe like a 10-minute drive. And she was like, yeah, like, why don't we go and check it out? And I never really thought about going to see this place. No, you know, and not having seen it since I was like 9 years old. Jesus Christ, man. Like, it hit me like emotionally, like I was
emotional.
fighting
Wow.
back tears and shit, bro. And it's crazy
Wow.
because it's like the first day meeting Mikhail and stuff. And oh, dude, like, yeah, I'm so glad I got to meet her, like, through this and stuff. And yeah, I'm just
It's those
Really
moments,
thankful.
man.
Love it.
Bro, it's again like the little things. I was telling Don earlier, like the stuff that I was telling Mikhail, that I didn't even take photos while we were there because the only thing that I had memories of that house was through photos and shit, and I just wanted to see it with my own eyes and just fucking taking it in as much as I can. I'm sick of looking at it through a screen, you know. So,
damn son.
Yeah, it's insane. Like to pull, I don't know, like emotional stuff out of like I don't know. I thought we were just gonna get to have lunch and stuff, man. But yeah,
unexpected.
It just means it's the little things like that mean so much to me, dude.
I like that a lot, and it's like that's the reason why I'd like to go back to the Philippines to kind of get back to my roots like that, man. Because that's priceless, bro. That's just
it is. The other thing that made it really emotional was because I had 2 Vietnamese coffees while we were having a lunch, and the dairy was fucking with my stomach. I really needed to shit, bro. But I was like holding back tears because of the emotion and because shit was about to come out.
Holding back shit and tears at the same time. That's like both ends of the ass and ass.
Shout outs Mikhail and shout outs again to all of our Patreon subscribers. So I'm gonna call them out by name: Jumo, Armand, Francis, Isabel, Jed, Christina, Martin, Patricia, Raymond, Richard, Stephen again, Yana, all of the Barcadas. So that's AJ, Jad, Joe, Mikhail is one of the Barcadas, Mike, Rosemary, Seth. Shout out Seth. And then, Pamilia's is Seth, Vince, and our one Ninong for right now is Henshin.
Yeah.
Let's shout
get
out to you guys.
Thanks, man.
Mano power. All right.
We got Mano.
I wanted to have a segment,
Mano
and
power.
I want to see if I can make this an ongoing segment. The segment is if R&B songs were written by your parents. So that's the segment, and I got a few songs that I could really change into as if it was written by your parents. So the first song is called "You Got It Bad," and we're talking about being toxic, right?
Yeah.
So I changed the lyrics from "You Got It Bad" to "You Got It Fat." So
you got it fat.
You got it.
That's why you're all alone.
That's why you're all alone.
You stand up and you fall right back. You gotten fat. So you got it bad to be you gotten fat. And another one that I have is we're going with the Usher vein. Is instead of confessions we have professions. So tell me your profession.
Just when you wanted to sing, I said no. You become a nurse.
Tell me your professions.
Oh man!
Another one we have.
Now you're broke. I don't know what to do.
I guess you gotta
But
go and
back to
look
my
for another profession.
New professions.
We have
good.
instead of "Lost
one.
Without You" by Robin Thicke, we have defrosting our food. So we have
Frosting our food,
'cause you can't do it yourself.
now we can't eat until it's 9 p.m.
I'm defrosting our food. You can't do your job.
I've got one of those.
But I can feel better.
Wala kang pakinabang.
Shit.
And this is not an R&B song, but I wanted to do Mambo number 5, and and it's got to do with just, you know, instead of Mambo number 5, it's got to do with like jobs and stuff. It's like, Erica is a nurse. Monica, she's got work. Because everyone, you get compared to by everyone, and you need to get a job.
You gotta get a job.
Well, yeah. I just wanted to throw and see if you guys had any ideas for any other songs. Any other songs out there that are like that could be written by your parents.
Your cousin Krista's a doctor now.
While you're sitting here eating chocow.
Instead of, I was gonna get dark. Instead of Mambo number 5, it's you shouldn't be alive because you don't have a job.
Wow. Fucking
Whoa, the depression's really slapping.
You shouldn't be alive.
Some tasty depression over there.
That was so dark, man.
Depression with crispy skin.
Depression with crispy skin.
Oh, man.
Oh, fuck.
Well, yeah, man. If R&B songs were written by your parents,
R&B songs.
like
I was gonna say though, like one of the ones that came to mind was "Never Too Much" by Luther Vandross, but instead of "never too much" is "never
Always
enough."
too much.
It's never enough. You're never enough.
not good enough. Not good enough.
Yeah, not good enough.
Too much is not good enough.
Not good enough. Not good enough. Not good enough.
And then
You
like,
know, my grandma would have written one because she used to discipline me and shit. It's called "On Bended Knees." Used to make me like kneel down on the salt and the mung beans.
Mung beans on your knees.
darling,
Oh God, give me a reason.
I'm down on the knee. Darling, I need to give you pain.
Why do you not behave?
And you always stay the same. And I know you are broke and got no job, so I got to give this to you. So get down on one knee. Don't tell me no, please. Okay, now give you some more.
Oh man. Oh man.
And then fuck R. Kelly, but like instead of vibe, it's life. And then because at the end he's like, Shaniqua's got it. You can be like, the boy got it. All your friends got it. Adam's got it. And Christian's got it. But you don't got it.
I don't have the lyrics for this, but instead of Halo, it's Palo by Beyonce. Hit me like a ray of sun.
I'll hit you like a ton of bricks. Baby, you're tumbling down.
Hit the rays, son.
Oh no.
I'ma hit you cause you are my son.
Hit me with that palo.
Down.
Hit me with that palo.
You
The palo.
fight. Can't even make a sound.
This is the darkest episode. Hit me with that palo. Palo. Palo.
With the palo.
And the easiest one is umbrella. Is instead of umbrella, it's Janellas. Janellas.
Chanel.
Oh man.
The brown Chanellas.
With the brown vanilla.
It's like, two brown vanillas.
Basically, part starts off with like, my name's Tito Bong.
Tito Bong.
Is this home? It's right.
Bong.
It's not Jay-Z, it's Junzi.
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 Tito Junzi.
Tito Junzi.
The JC.
Tito JC.
JC.
Oh, bro, I matched with a girl named Jay-Z on Bumble.
Oh, yeah?
I just wanted to
Jay-Z?
point that out. Yeah, it was
Shoutouts.
Shout outs to
I was
Jay-Z.
like, oh man, a chance to sleep with Jay-Z. That'd be fun.
You're gonna feel like Beyonce for the night.
Add it to the resume.
I'm gonna hit you because you are my son. Beige to the Izzo.
Beige to the Izzo.
Thanks to the
Oh, man.
All right. So if anyone out there has an example of a song that could be written by your parents, just throw it in the comments. You got him fat. You know how the beginning, how it goes, oh no. It could be like, I knuckle. No, knuckle. It's raining and shit.
I knew it. You know what? I knew it. This whole entire segment was just an excuse for Raph to sing. That's all it was. I knew it.
Bro. What do you think I've been singing every episode? Like, if you play a drinking game and Raph sing, drink, bro, you're gonna get to funky shit.
Even before you say Raph sing, he's already taken 2 shots. He's taking 2 shots. Hey, Raph sing. Whoa, 3 shots. Oh, damn.
But yeah, man. So if anyone has more songs, let us know, because I want to try and make this a segment. It's pretty fun. All right. I've got a couple of more. Have anyone heard the new Backsync tour?
The what?
Backsync.
The what's that?
It's Backstreet Boys and NSYNC.
Oh,
Oh no way!
That was the thing.
It's been a thing. Like, the funny thing is, it's all the unpopular people of each of the groups put together. It's the what you call it, the third best member and the fourth best member of. And they're going on tour. They have a TikTok account and everything. They're called Backsync, like the Backsync.
Okay, here we go.
Backsync.
Okay, so I just looked it up. Backstreet Boys members AJ McLean and Nick Carter partnered up with NSYNC's Joey Fatone and Lance Bass to create the ultimate boy band, Backsync. So there's 4 of them, and 2 from each Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. Oh man!
It sounds like if they do go on a tour, then it goes global. You can call it Corned Beef Backsync.
What? What do you say?
Corned beef Backsync.
Yeah.
Popular in the Philippines, man.
Bro, Backsync. You know what a Backsync is? It's dirty kitchens. You know dirty kitchens. Filipinos love dirty kitchens. Have you heard of them?
It's instead of the sink in the front, it's the sink in the back.
It's the kitchen it's the kitchen that they actually use, but they don't use. And they use it for like display, or like they use it because like they cook like bangos and stuff. They don't want to smell the house.
It's the butler's kitchen.
Yeah,
So
like my dad made like a homemade one at the back of the garage.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man, it's just like they never cook inside the house anymore. It's just all
Really?
the dirty
So
kitchen.
much easier.
That was the kitchen that we saw at the back.
Yeah, that's the kitchen. That's the kitchen where everything happens.
That's the one that gets used. That's the back sink.
Yeah, that's the
I was
sink.
I was wondering why, like,
Sinks back
I'm like, you got a whole cooking setup out the back here. I thought you were starting a cooking channel.
That's why I was cooking at the back before, because I was just using that. I was using the portable stoves and stuff.
Wow.
You know,
It all makes sense.
like Shivi was telling me that Indians do this as well. They get a secondary kitchen just because they want to keep the other kitchen clean. So when they have visitors, that's what they see. They see
Right.
it's all presented there.
So front.
And at the very, very back is where the kitchen that has all the cooking, all the dirty utensils.
Wow.
The real kitchen.
So I think Filipinos do that as well, but I think they do it in sense. I looked it up, like dirty kitchen, because my dad calls his kitchen the dirty kitchen. I'm like, okay, you're not modest. And then I looked it up. It's an actual thing. It's an actual thing where they call if they don't want to stink up the house with like fish smells.
Yeah, or
they
garlic and
just
stuff
make
like that.
or garlic and anything, because like like the cooking stages could.
Holy shit.
And it's a dirty kitchen at the back.
Holy shit. It just clicked on my cousin's place in the Philippines. They've got one of those.
They got one.
And we've got one at my place.
So you have a kitchen that you don't
He's
use,
never noticed.
and a kitchen that you use the most.
Well, like, yeah, like the extension on the house sort of thing that has its own kitchen, but that's the dirty kitchen.
There's a kitchen.
Yeah, the dirty kitchen where all the
Yeah,
smells go.
dirty
Yeah, yeah. If they know they're going to be cooking something smelly, they're going to the dirty kitchen.
It was very
Because I hate it when they cook bangos in the house and it goes in every room. It's the worst.
No, bro. And you wake up to it.
Room
oh my
smells
God.
like fish.
I get so annoyed.
Except the clothes.
I used to get so annoyed when my parents would cook, and they wouldn't close the doors to the bedroom. I'm just close the door before you start cooking. Just all you need to do is fucking close the door. Shut up.
Or get a dirty kitchen.
Depends what
please.
they're cooking though.
Yeah, yeah. The taste, the smell of garlic and onions, bro. What the
Still, I don't want that smell in my room, bro.
I don't want it in my sheets.
Unless you're George Costanza. That's one.
So wait.
Yeah.
So, what's happening with Backsync?
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Apparently they're touring. I don't know where they're touring. I just heard they're a thing. So I just wanted to get you guys to know that they're a thing and what your thoughts.
Would you guys go and watch them? I never really.
I'd probably go watch half of them.
If they mash up their songs.
Back
if-
sinks back.
All right. Bye.
the fact that it's
Bye-bye.
like,
Bye. He's doing this.
bye.
Oh man.
But yeah, man, I'll be like, to be real, I wasn't too much of an NSYNC person. Like, I don't know much of their songs except for the popular ones. But yeah, man, I'm like, we'll see how it goes.
It's like, oh my God, with bye.
Everything's just bye.
That's the only song you guys remember from NSYNC.
Yeah.
I want it, bye.
There's a song that goes, there's 1,000 words that I could say. I want it that way. Bye.
Tell me bye.
Backstreet's bye. Like, just what other Backstreet songs are there?
It's like they're selling something to you, eh? Just buy it.
Yeah, no.
I'll buy your tickets.
Or they swing both ways.
Then they get really
Backsync.
the backsync. They get really confused and they start going, no diggity. Bye.
Oh man. Want to try out
like
my dirty kitchen?
my dirty kitchen rules.
My dirty. Oh man, that'd be a great show. That's the Filipino spin-off.
Cheatcoders, we're gonna have a show called My Dirty Kitchen Rules. Everyone out there with the dirty kitchen will battle it out for 50 pesos. Sorry, I don't have much money.
50 pesos, bro.
And your chance to be on the show.
Let me work on the sales pitch for it. You just come up with a production value.
This is a shirt.
Instead of
It's my currency right now.
Instead of Master Chef, it's Buster Chef.
Basta. What are you cooking today? What are you cooking today? I'm Basta. Basta na.
I'm cooking something.
Figure it out later.
Master Chef or Malanza Chef.
Malanza Chef. Oh man. And then like the joke gets really old, so he's Matanda Chef. Like that's what's for dinner? Matanda forever.
Did you guys see the new trailer for Black Panther?
Haven't yet.
No, not yet.
No.
I didn't
Yeah,
know.
it's out. It just dropped like literally
out?
last night. So check it
Oh,
out.
shit.
I want to watch it right now.
Yeah, I gotta check it out.
You know what? Marvel is really good at this. They could throw shit at you
What, doing good
and
trailers?
be still make you excited for what's to come.
But, hey,
You know?
it's coming out soon, right?
Yeah, November.
October?
11.
November. Should we go and watch it
November
and
11.
shit? Like,
Yes.
So let's do it. I mean, like, let's start. Like,
Panther.
Let's watch it and not invite Ref.
That's me. It's like, oh, hey, we're at the cinema.
No. It's just
they don't invite me to anything, bro.
it was a running thing that we would do stuff because Garcia and I are actually like we're practically family, and so we do stuff with our family a lot, right?
But it looks really bad on me.
And then whenever we
I see the story twice all the time. The same shit. I'm just like,
To watching movies. Rams is he's on a swing. he's on a couch. He's like, it's nice. It'd be nice to watch Marvel with friends. It'd be nice.
I'll tell you what though. It was that time where you were busy with the Seth stuff. And so we really couldn't. You were busy, like, you know, going to the hospital every now and again. You were saying you were sick, but you didn't want to. You didn't want to let on that Seth was born yet.
yeah. Well, yeah. Hopefully next time we can watch a movie together. And then like we watched
Be nice to
Spider-Man
get an
together. And I
invite.
was like, oh, this is a rare occurrence. So good.
It's like
I
a
know.
highlight.
I'm that guy from work that wants to hang out with you guys out of work, but you don't. You just want to keep it work related when it's with me.
It's like they have another chat. It's like, oh, I don't know, man. If Raf's gonna be there, it's like the manager.
They have a chat. It's like,
oh,
are
I
you
don't want to
going?
hang out with the
If
manager.
you're going, because I can't take Ralph by himself. I need you there.
Can't take Raf by himself.
I need you
I guess
there.
it's working then now. It's like, he's just gonna podcast again. It's like,
The worst thing is like Raf will actively invite me to places. Like he messaged me over the weekend as well. He's like, "Hey, we're having dinner." It was like, you know, Shiv, Mo, and like
Yeah. I was like, you know, like Christian's gone. He's like overseas. I know you're a bit lonely right now. So like, you know, you want to have dinner? You can come for dinner. He didn't message me at all.
I don't think
Sing.
Dan's lonely. He's out
You
camping
know what he
and
did?
finding
He
himself
messaged
in his
the
bedroom.
Cheatcoders account, bro. I was like, the group chat. He messaged the group chat for the Cheatcoders, and I'm like, dude, I got a message right there, bro. I know you seen it.
Blue tick. He got blue tick.
Sane. He got scene zoned. That's what that
bro.
is.
Scene zone.
The scenes,
No. To be fair, I was sick over the weekend, so
nah, it's all good, bro.
Too busy camping. That's
Didn't
why
even
you
go
got
out
a
for
cold.
dinner anyway. But next time. But yeah, let's hopefully watch Wakanda Forever together. Wakanda together,
Wakanda
bro.
Forever.
That's gonna be
Wakanda
emotional,
together.
bro.
Forever together.
Yeah, man. I got a feeling after this movie, because the next one after that is Ant-Man, and I've seen the leak of the
Oh, another
trailer,
Ant-Man.
and it looks really good.
Shit. Okay.
Ant-Man.
And I can't stay away from it when I'm like swinging through the TikToks and stuff. I'm just like scrolling, and then there you go. Spoilers.
I uninstalled my TikTok. I needed to uninstall it.
Yeah, too many people calling you fine. And I wonder why you don't want to hang out with me. We'll just bully you.
Rev's like, I don't know why he doesn't want to hang with me. I just can't point my finger at it.
Meanwhile on the podcast is like, this idiot with the camping gear.
I don't know why the idiot with the camping gear doesn't want to hang out with me.
I'm so nice.
I remember there's that one time. It was early on in the podcast. Shiv was like, "You bully your friends. You make fun of your friends all the time."
It's like my bad. It's my love language.
Straight up, he's just like, "Oh, my bad."
So it's just the way I show my appreciation.
That's how I express myself. That's how he expresses himself. He bullies you,
bro.
Hey, you know what? If Raph points like bullies you, that means he actually loves you.
Yeah,
so
I care about you.
If Raph is actually nice to you, be afraid. If Raph is actually nice to you, he's probably gonna murder you. He's probably gonna like cut your brakes or some shit. He's like, hey, yeah, you're a good guy. I like you, man. Be afraid. You're gonna die.
You know, because like me and Nats, we have this thing where like if we don't like someone or someone's being a character, we always call him a nice guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
he's a nice guy. What a character.
But it's for like Garcia and I, whenever we talk, if we talk shit about someone, it'd be like, after you finish saying all this shit about them, you'd be like, oh yeah, oh he's a good bloke, he's a good bloke.
He's a good bloke though. He's a good bloke.
He's harmless.
Total opposite. Complete opposite. He's a good bloke though. Yeah. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Nice guy.
He's a good guy.
Nice guy.
He's alright.
Nice guy. He's a character.
He's not too bad.
But he's a nice guy. He's a character. Nice guy though.
Good bloke.
Complete opposite.
Yeah, good bloke.
It's like he's a keeper.
You're trying to undo all of the bad shit that you've just said. You're just trying to be like, you've said some really fucked up shit, and then all of a sudden like, oh yeah, he's a good bloke. No, he's a good bloke. Good bloke.
Even if it was a lady, it'd be like, oh, she's a keeper, but she's a keeper. Just keep her away from me.
Keep her away.
That's a good one. I didn't realize that.
Keep her away. You're the guy who's like, I'm on a seafood diet. I seafood and eat it. He's one of those guys. But yeah, we'll hang out soon, man. We'll hang out soon.
I like sometimes when I've heard Australians, they'll be like, if they think something's alright, they'll make it more an OI instead of an I. They'll be like, oh yeah, it's alright. Instead of like, oh, it's alright.
There's that thing like Australians downplay like how bad a situation is. There's a scene where like someone was in a plane and then he looks out the window and the wing is on fire and he goes, oh, that can't be good.
That's true, man. That's true.
That can't be good.
That can't be good. The other one is like, the one I always hear is like, oh, you know, how's it going? They're like, oh, I can't complain. And because there was a groundskeeper at my old work who used to say that, like, hey Greg, how's it going? He's like, oh, I can't complain. Who would listen if I did? Like, that's what he would say all the time. Like, whoa, Greg, man, I'm here for you, bro. Like, I'm here for you. Do you need anything?
It's burnt out, bro.
Let's go camping together.
Yeah.
It's burnt out.
No one would listen if I did.
Someone fuck with my
That's why
tires.
he's camping. He's isolated himself.
Right.
Shouts, Greg. Love you, mate.
Oh, I can't be good.
All right.
That can't be good.
Guess it's bad.
Oh, that's not ideal. That's not ideal.
It's not actually
Damn. Oh man.
Good old Australians. All right, man. All right. I'll save the other topics for another time. I got a huge list, bro. But we can go through it another time.